Here's a look at the emini S&P for Thursday, January the 26th, 2012. At emini Day Trader, we like to take a look at the market profiles to gain a better understanding of the market's conditions. So this is the volume profile and market profile from today. The one over here is from yesterday. The one in the middle here is from the overnight session. So we had a strong close here yesterday. We were expecting follow through higher. It opened here, it took a dip and then rallied and had a bit of follow through in the overnight session, opening here and then turned around. Our target was 1330, and as you can see, the market came to within one tick of that. So, but from that point on, it did sell off, and it came all the way down. Our next major support was at 11. We were also looking at the potential of 17. Of course, the market had dipped below that in the overnight session, but had really strong selling all the way through here. The major support at 11, it did dip below it. It hit 9 and change, and then turned around and had a pretty strong close. So we do not think the intraday auction has changed. We are going to again look at 1311 as good support. However, should it hold below that, the next target down would be at 1306. Should it hold below 1306, then it's likely to hit down around the 1298 area. But the kind of action that we had today is as good a selling day it was. We're likely to get some follow through lower. So we're certainly looking for a test of the 1311, and that I think will be critical going into at least the regular trading hours tomorrow. And the main piece of information, well, there's two pieces of news to be released tomorrow morning at 8:30, the GDP, and 9:55 consumer sentiment. So that consumer sentiment, it can move the market. So I'm going to be monitoring closely whether or not the market gets rejected again from the 11 area. If it does, then we're going to be pretty good buyers. If it doesn't, then we're looking probably for a little bit more of a dip, and with the expectation of the market to hit 1306. 1320 is an area of pretty good resistance, so that would be the next area that we would take a look at as far as some sort of resistance in the market. Other than that, we still think the market is, it's still fairly bullish. Intraday, that is. Here's the market profiles from the regular trading hours. Each day has a volume and market profile. We use them in our analysis. Here is our software showing our trades today. So you can see we had a really early short trade. It did hit our, I'm sorry, let me go back, and I had marked that on here. It did hit our price there. You can see just momentarily right here. We had just gone into the red filter. It was an aggressive trade. We were not filled. The second trade, we had another short trade right here, and you can see that the dashed red line went for the rest of the day. We didn't get anywhere near getting filled on that one. The market came down and triggered us into this short trade. It just went sideways for 10 minutes. This turned out to be our first trade of the day. We ended up with a break even on that. This particular trade here was a more aggressive kind of trade. We were still in the neutral, so we had no green filter to work with. We did have a fairly good rejection off the low, and a lot of our traders would have taken this because of the intraday up auction. However, it was one of our more aggressive trades because of the fact that we really didn't have, even though the 17 area was pretty close to that entry price, and it did have a bounce off of that, it still had the neutral filter. So for that reason, it was more of an aggressive kind of trade, and had to be managed from a nimble perspective. But we were stopped on that trade, so that was the second trade of the day. This was our third trade right here. It hit our first objective and then stopped us at break even before it had the good down leg. So that was somewhat disappointing in that regard. We had a short trade down here and a late long trade. This short trade we did not take, and of course the reason being is that we knew that 11 was a good support area, and this was a short only a point above it. So not enough room to move. We don't take those kind of trades. When the market dipped down here and filled us long at 1312.50, it was a nice trade because the market had rejected off of the lower prices and near our support area, and by that time we'd had the green filter. And it did have a nice little bounce just at the end of the day of about 3 points. And so that's really our trades for the day. We're going to continue to monitor 1311, as I said, to see if the buyers did step in there today with pretty good substance, see if they're for real when the retest comes tomorrow. Any questions or you can contact any questions or comments. You can contact us at info@eminidaytrader.com, and of course our phone number and so forth is on our website. So that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.